How are you? I love the
Good.
Macho Man shirt.
Thanks, brother. Wore
Yeah,
wore this one for you.
thank you.
So, dude, I love the movie, man. It was a great documentary. It was so cool. It was inspiring. I laughed. I cried. At one point, I started doing push-ups because I was so pumped up, brother.
Good, yes. That's the
Awesome.
perfect reaction. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I even love the theme song. It's such a cool song, and I know that's an older song. It's good that you finally got to incorporate it into this movie. It fit great.
That was my wife Christina's idea. She is so instrumental throughout the entire production of this film. I literally want to give her a belt at the end of this.
Oh, you
She's
should.
yeah, she's a champion. She put up with so much, but she also came up with the idea to include that as sort of like a introduction to me, and it worked out really perfectly.
What was the working title you had chosen?
Wrestling's not fake is sort of what I was going
Okay.
for in general, but yeah, that's a far better title.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So before Ready to Rumble came out, did you ever want to be a wrestler, or you just kind of look at these guys as superheroes, or in the back of your mind where you're like, one day I'm becoming a wrestler?
No, I really never really did. I mean, I always like would look up and say, "Oh, that'd be great to be a champion like that."
Yeah,
But
because yeah, I wrestled in high school, and I was watching a lot of Monday Night Raw, and I'm like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna wear these jean shorts, crush a beer in my head. And when I got there, I looked like AC Slater, Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell, wearing tights and headgear. It was a lot different.
I know it was a lot different. One thing that happened in between the time I was the champion and now is that like some of the champions got smaller in stature. You have Daniel Bryan, you have Seth Rollins, you have even Rey Mysterio. I mean, they're just incredible wrestlers, but they weren't as big as some of the other guys. So that was a little thing in my head, like maybe I could go back and compete since I'm not that much smaller than any of these guys.
Yeah, power to you, man. I mean, you're getting up there in age, and you definitely you pulled your weight in the ring, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. It takes a toll on the body, so you have to do the proper training just to be able to handle it. But yeah, I was glad to get back in there. I learned one thing, like, you have size and you have power and everything, but you can also be crazy, and that's that's where I was like, oh, I can be crazier than any of these people.
Yeah, they're like, he's from LA, man. Don't mess with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the documentary, it kind of shows that, or it says that, this wrestling career might have stalled your acting career, but I see you in a ton of movies. And I know as soon as you won the belt, I know Leo and Toby were on the phone to their agents. Like, I need one of those. Like, how did Arquette get the belt? So do you think it really had an effect on your acting career, or are you just more passionate about wrestling at the time?
Well, they're more so telling a story within this. I mean, there are a lot of things that had an effect on my acting career. More so my off-camera antics. I did a string of AT&T commercials that were really goofball related. So stuff like that probably had far more of an impact than wrestling did. It was just something that when I did it, people were like, what is he doing? And people just in general in Hollywood don't understand wrestling. They kind of write it off as this kind of, it's not really entertainment. You know what I mean? So I wanted to address that. I mean, I also think like guys like Ric Flair and Stone Cold Steve Austin should have a show on CBS. It's ridiculous that they don't. So
Absolutely.
it's doing things like that to just kind of bring up the conversation more than, I don't blame it.
Emmys don't need them. Oscars don't want them. Tony Awards, paperweights, championship belts.
Yeah,
You got it. That's what I'm talking about.
that's what I'm talking about. See, you got your priorities straight.
Yeah. So it's for the goal of this movie, what are you trying to prove? Because it's like you want Hollywood to take you seriously, you want the wrestlers to take you seriously, you want to prove to the fans, but it's almost like you can't have both, because if you're a wrestler, Hollywood's going to be like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
So it just seems like, what are you trying to prove? Like, what are you trying to accomplish your goal of this movie? Just show your love for wrestling and that you can do both?
The main thing was to do a love letter to wrestling. That was what we initially set out to do. we want to show Hollywood that wrestling does have an audience and does have a value, you know, beyond what they think. I mean, The Rock's the biggest actor in Hollywood, and that's just not by chance. It's a lot because of what he learned wrestling and growing up and entertaining that way. And I think there's just a ton of guys that can also contribute to Hollywood and have a built-in fan base. So that's been part of my message in promoting it and going throughout this journey.
Right on. So if you could have any tag team partner, who would it be? I know you've been wrestling a lot with RJ City, but if you could pick anybody.
If I could pick anybody, it's boring because I would pick RJ City. We have a really fun, like, dynamic together. It's very Laurel and Hardy. He's always mad at me. I'm always just trying to make him happy, and it never really goes that well. But we've won most of our matches together, if not all of them. I think we might have lost. Yeah, we lost the honky tonk.
Oh, you see him there?
Yeah, but I got the honky tonk to sell for me when we wrestled, which was like, that alone was a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, how cool. It's nice that these old timers, they're still doing it. You can come in like, 30 years later past their prime, and you still get to wrestle some of your idols.
I know. That was really one of the highlights. Jimmy Hart was there too, and Greg Valentine. It was really fun to be a part of that.
Oh, the best. So you actually got pretty buff for this movie. In the beginning, you're eating donuts and just, chilling out, smoking butts. How did you drop the weight? Tell me a little bit about the training process.
Yeah. Well, first off, what really got me to lose the weight was DDPY, Diamond Dallas Page's workout program.
The yoga?
Yeah. He doesn't like it to be called yoga, but yes, it's
okay.
yoga. It's yoga with like tensing your muscles up and some strength training. But that just got me inspired. And then no carbs whatsoever, like for months and months and months.
None.
Yeah. And then, I was doing jiu-jitsu with Higan Machado, boxing with Ricky Kies, wrestling with Peter Avalon, and then just hikes and just changing my diet, all kinds of things. You just kind of have to take a full-on approach, like everything becomes about training and wrestling and getting back out there.
So you sticking to that right now or what?
A little bit. I mean, I had a burger for lunch, so not so much. I don't have too much ring rust if I have to get back in the ring. I'm just not sure I ever will.
Yeah. What's your finishing move? Is it the Arquette threat? The Dave Grave? What are you doing?
Well, it is a diamond cutter, but the arc cutter, I don't know. I don't really know what my finishing move never works. I'm an untraditional wrestler, so I don't really have anything that's that devastating. But I don't know. I usually try to get lucky. That's always my plan. I'm just gonna get lucky.
Nice. Yeah, I like the touching tribute to Luke Perry at the end. That's very nice. My last name's Perry, so I even signed up on Ancestry.com. I'm like, I hope I'm related to this guy. I wasn't, but it was a very nice tribute, and it's so cool that now you get to wrestle his son, Jack Jungle Boy Perry.
That's right.
That must be nice.
That's totally cool. It was amazing to wrestle Jack, and this sort of movie brought us back together. I hadn't seen Luke since Alexis passed, and Jack and I were on the same show that the death match was on. So Luke was there that night, and it was, they both rushed me to the hospital, and then I got to, spend time with the family after Luke passed, and then I got to wrestle Jack, and
very nice.
Really great. He's just such a tremendous wrestler, but I truly believe he's going to be a superstar as an actor as well.
I don't know if you have any plans to get back in the ring. This might have been, your retirement movie, but I think you make a great manager. Take that megaphone, Jack's probably looking for a manager.
Yes. Well, I want to try out for the Jimmy Hart role in the Hulk Hogan movie.
Oh, dude, yes.
I mean, come on.
Awesome. Well, my time is wrapping up here, but everyone's looking forward to Scream. Are you bringing back the mustache for that one?
Yeah, I'm growing it right now.
Excellent. And
So
I'm
yeah.
also, your dad is in one of my favorite movies, Rock and Roll High School Forever with
Oh
Corey
my
Feldman.
god. Oh
And your
my.
sister, Patricia, is in Prayer of the Roller Boys with Corey Haim, who I love. She was also
Right.
in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I'm a Dream Warrior for life. I know Scream's a Wes Craven movie. Did you ever audition for a Nightmare on Elm Street movie?
I didn't audition for a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I never
Okay.
did. No.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. I
Hey,
look forward to
thank
seeing you
you.
soon.
I
All right,
always
brother.
told them. I always told them to do like that. It's such a better diamond.
Oh, that is good.
Like,
That's good.
no, no, man.
That'll work.
That's my thing. That's my thing.
All right, dude. Thank you so much. You cannot kill David Arquette. Much respect, brother.
Thanks.
See ya.
Take care, Jake.